We may be asked to find the absolute value of a complex number. And as you guys have already learned, absolute value is a number's distance from zero. So we want to know how far away a given complex number is from zero. It turns out that this relates really well to our graphing of complex numbers that we learned in our last video. So let's say if I had my first one right here, it's the absolute value of -3. That's a real number that I'm taking the absolute value of, so you guys better know the answer to that. But I'm going to go ahead and use my complex plane right here and plot it. -1, -2, -3, it's going to be right here. A number's distance from zero, how far is this blue dot, number 1, away from zero? Well, it's 1, 2, 3 away. So the absolute value of -3 is 3, which goes along with what we've learned earlier this year. If I take the absolute value of -2i, I would go to -1i, -2i, that's right here. And I want to know how far away this dot is from zero. Well, in terms of my units right here, I'm just going to count my tick marks. I am 1, 2 units away. So I'm going to put 2 right here. I understand that the tick marks are scaled by i's right here, but typically you're just counting how many units you are from zero. And I am 1, 2 away. So the absolute value of -2i is just plain old 2. So my third problem, I have -4 plus I. I'm going to plot that. -1, 2, 3, 4 plus I is right there. Now I want to know how far away that dot is from zero, which is basically this pink line right here. That pink distance. Well, this is going to go back to geometry for you guys. Think back to the Pythagorean Theorem. I can make this a little right triangle here by connecting that. This side is 1 unit long, this side is 4 units long. All I have to do is Pythagorean Theorem. 1 squared plus 4 squared equals x squared. And when you solve that, you get the square root of 17. You just do Pythagorean Theorem like you would in a normal problem. So this absolute value is equal to the square root of 17. And I have one more point in this video here. 2 minus 4i will be right here. Again, I want to figure out how far away this orange dot is from zero. So I'm going to draw myself, first of all, the distance. Then I'm going to make myself a nice little right triangle. This side of my right triangle is 2. This side is 4. I need to find my x right here. I'm just going to do a squared plus b squared equals c squared. I'm going to solve that. I end up with the 20 equals x squared. I get the square root of 20, which, as you recall, you can simplify. If you do a little factory, it's going to be 2 root 5 for x. So that absolute value is equal to 2 root 5. So when you're finding the absolute value of a complex number, graph it, make a right triangle, and just do Pythagorean Theorem.